What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Premier League 2024-25 season. My name is Ryan from the Football Chatbox, and FPL is live indeed. The game is out. Let's go. We're going to be looking at, obviously, I've created my team. I have no idea what my FPL ID is just yet. But we're going to have a look at all the player prices, the everything basically. So player prices, any new rule changes. We've obviously seen a few that have already been mentioned, but we're going to have a look at all of that as well. And we'll take a look. Let me actually take a look at the. One second. All right. Live. Okay. YouTube, the Football Chatbox League has also just been created. I'm just getting that up there as well. Looks like we've got a few members already. Immediately, people are already on. And we've got a decent code as well, I would say. So welcome. If you are new, let me know in the chat how you are. Tin, welcome, welcome, welcome. Obviously, the game is live. We're going to have a look at, obviously, all the players. I've auto-picked a team at the moment. We'll have a look at what auto-pick selection was given to me as well. I haven't even had time to look at it. We'll have a look at that. I'm just going to update the league code right now as well on the overlay so that you guys can have a look at the league code. The Football Chatbox league code is up as well. Let me replace this. So that you guys get the league code as well. There we go. That's that. Where is my other one? League code. Here we go. All right. Football Chatbox league code is also up now. Now, let's have a look, shall we? This is how the team looks like. Sun price adds to premium midfield dilemmas. Let's have a look. Obviously, I went and got. Ooh, it's a new layout as well. This was my auto pick team basically. It just completely went auto pick, and I've basically got this kind of a team. So let's have a look and see in terms of rules. Obviously, we got bench boost, triple captain, and a mystery chip. Obviously, the free hit is not showing. That's because it's still game week 1 and you can't play the free hit in game week 1. So because of that, it's not been displayed. But the league is also there, and we've already got a few members really fast, really fast. Well done. We've got a few members up as well in terms of the Football Chatbox Mini League. So if you haven't joined, do join. And let's have a look at what team ID what team ID I got. So now, if you want to have a look at what team ID you got, because you're going to be using this in terms of adding your team ID into tools or planners and whatnot, go to game week history and you should be able to see a team ID. I've got in your URL on top, if you go to game week history on the browser, go to game week history, and on top of the URL, you'll be able to see your team ID. Got 2719, 4-digit team ID. Damn. And I like logged in immediately as well, and I just still a 4-digit team ID for me. Damn, that was pretty fast. Everyone, like so many members, really fast. All right, I'm happy with that. 4-digit team ID. I think that's the lowest team ID I've ever got. But we'll have a look at the rules, shall we? Let's go to help and rules. So same structure of teams, like players, same budget, no changes in budget, 100 million still. We've got, and also you can select up to 3 players from a single Premier League team, so no changes over there. In terms of starting 11 and managing the squad, 15 players, 11, 1 goalkeeper, 3 defenders, and 1 forward. So same thing from last season. From your starting 11, nominate a captain and vice captain. Captain score will be doubled. Both okay. So captaincy, no change as well in terms of captaincy. In terms of bench, same situation in terms of prioritizing your bench as well. No changes there. Transfers. Now, this is what has changed for anyone who doesn't know. You can now store up to 5 free transfers. Chat not appearing on screen. Oh, there it should be appearing right now. It should be appearing right now. There you go. I think it is. Really? Should be up. I can see it on my side. So it should appear. It might have got cleared because I saved the overlay again, so it would have cleared the previous thing. But let's go to transfers now. This might be a bit small, so I'll increase the size for anyone who's reading. So you can save up to 5 free transfers max. Previously, last season, you could only save up to 2 transfers maximum. Now you can save up to 5 free transfers. Another thing that has changed is that wildcard and free hit. Now, before you could play a wildcard and you could also play your free hit, and the next week, any save transfers you had, they will reset to 0. Now they don't reset. So basically, you can save up to 4 or 5 transfers, play a wildcard, and the following week, or play your free hit even, and the following week, you will still have those 5 or 4 free transfers that you had. Whereas in seasons before, it would reset. If you could store up to a maximum of 2 free transfers. You played your wildcard, you lost those 2 free transfers as well along with it. Now that's one thing to mention. However, I should also mention, if you go and play, let's say, a bench boost in game week 1, you play a wildcard in game week 2 and a free hit in game week 3. In game week 4, you're still going to have 1 free transfer only, because you do not get no, in game week 4 you will have 2 free, because you do not get any additional transfers that specific week that you played. So you'll have only 2 free transfers, if I'm not mistaken, if my math is correct. So you get 1 free transfer after game week 1, which will apply game week 2. No, you still have 1 free transfer. My bad. Bit confusing. All right. So if you play bench boost game week 1, free hit game week 2, and wildcard in game week 3, and in game week 4 you still have only 1 free transfer, because on the week you play your chip, if it's a wildcard or a free hit, you don't get that transfer for that specific week. But the transfers you stored before that do get carried over. So that's the one thing that I should probably mention. Player prices. No difference in terms of player prices. So everything seems to be same over there. Chips. We got the bench boost, we got the free hit, triple captain, wildcard, and a mystery chip, which we don't know. So any ideas of what the mystery chip will be, let me know in the comments. Bench boost and triple captain chips can be used once a season and are played when saving your team. The free hit chip can be used once a season as well. The wildcard chip, obviously you get 2 wildcard chips. That hasn't changed. So the first wildcard is up till basically the start of, from the season start till the end of the year. This year is your first wildcard. Your second wildcard is basically from the start of the new year in 2025 until the end of the season. That's wildcard and free hit. If you have 2 saved free transfers, you still have 2 saved free transfers the game week after. That's when you're playing the wildcard or the free hit. So that's basically what I was trying to mention before. Deadlines, we've got these deadlines. Obviously, this is subject to change depending on sometimes blank game weeks, fixture arrangements, and whatnot. So keep that in mind. Scoring. So same points, I could assume. Playing up to 60 minutes, you get a point. More than 60 minutes, 2 points. Goalkeeper, obviously points have been boosted. Defender, same for scoring a goal. Same for a midfielder and a forward in terms of scoring a goal. For each goal assist, you get 3 points. For clean sheet by goalkeeper or defender, 4 points. Clean sheet by midfielder, 1. Every 3 shots saved by goalkeeper, 1. That's the same. Penalty save, 5 points. Penalty miss, -2. Bonus points for the best players, 1 to 3. Every 2 goals conceded by goalkeeper, defender, -1. Yellow card, -1. Red card, -3. And each own goal, -2. So points haven't changed. It's the same point scoring system as last season. So no ball recoveries or whatnot. The only thing that has changed is the bonus point system in terms of the baseline bonus point system. You still get only a max of 1 to 3 bonus points in a game. But the baseline of how it's calculated has been changed. Clean sheets, Red cards. Assists, fantasy assists are awarded to the player from a goal scoring team who has last touched the ball before the teammate who scores the goal. The final touch can be an intentional pass or inadvertent touch of the result of an effort on goal. So same thing as last time in terms of assist. Rebounds, you get the same fantasy assist. Own goals, same way assist. Penalties and free kicks, same thing. Assist, final whistle, last match of the game. Yep, same. Bonus points, baseline BPS. Now this has changed, obviously, in terms of the calculation of how it's done. Simon, welcome. Ozyman or Xerxes? I think Osimhen is still the better player. Osimhen is still the better striker, but he's insanely more expensive, I would say, by from Napoli. But yeah, Osimhen if I had to pick. Midfielders, forwards, all this obviously we'll have a look and see in terms of how it affects in terms of game, because there have been a few things that have changed, where you now get what is it, for shots on target, you get a few extra points as well. You concede a couple baseline, goalkeepers and defenders when they concede a goal, they have a -4 on the baseline, which is a bit high as well. Shots on target, you get 2. So I mean, last season, if you remember, Salah missed a lot of shots. But even though he scored a goal, because of the amount of shots he was missing, he lost a lot of bonus points. But now, because of the shots on target, maybe it evens itself out. Whereas before, because of the amount of volume of shots that he was missing, he would lose bonus points. Whereas now, because of the shots on targets he gets, so hopefully it kind of evens itself out. Joseph, welcome. Game launched 50 minutes ago. My first draft in. Nice. I've just done an autocomplete. So we'll have a look in terms of like building drafts and all. Let us know the rolling transfer. Yes. So that's what I was kind of explaining right now. So basically, you can save up to 5 free transfers max. Okay, you can save up to 5 free transfers. Now, realistically speaking, based on having played this game for now, this is what, my 13th or 14th season, you are not going to end up, even if you really wanted to, the chances of you ending up in a situation where you can save up to 5 free transfers is going to be very, very rare, because an injury might happen, picture swing might happen, and you go, ooh, okay, I want this other player, and you don't necessarily get up to 5 free transfers. You might potentially get up to 3 free transfers saved or 3 free transfers banked, maybe 4 as well, but 5 might be very, very rare. However, we'll see. Obviously things could change, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So 5 free transfers max. In previous seasons, if you played your wildcard and free hit, if you played your wildcard free hit and you had transfers stored up, those got reset. But now, if you play a wildcard and free hit, and let's say you had 3 or 4 or even 5 free transfers saved, after the week, so game week 7, you had about 5 free transfers saved. Game week 8, you played your wild card. Game week 9, you get back those 5 free transfers that you saved. Simple as. That's basically how it would work. However, if you go and play a bench boost in game week 1, you play your free hit in game week 2 and wildcard in game week 3, and then in game week 4, if you expect to have like 3 free transfers already, no, you're not going to have it. You're going to have only like 1 free transfer. Because the weeks that you played those chips, you obviously don't get those transfers. Don't really, they don't get added on, if that makes sense. Yeah. Concept is you can roll your transfers over on the weeks that you've saved it, not the one that you've played your wildcard or free hit. Now BPS as well. I think we've kind of looked into it. Leagues, obviously, Football Chatbox Mini League is now live. The league code is there in the description, that you guys can find it as well. The league code is there, and I will add it into. I should have added it into the chat commands as well. I forgot to do that. Let me have a look. Mini League. Here we go. Let's here. Oops, nope, wrong one. There we go. Save it. So now you can join the mini league as well. There's a command for it as well if anyone wants to join. Um, that should bring up the football chatbox mini league, the new one. Now it's going to be a tactical, no more luck winning early. Yeah, now at least I think now there is more planning will be rewarded, but at the same time it also rewards a casual manager as well. Like if you forget a couple weeks to have made your transfers, you can come back and now you have transfers stored up to a maximum of 5, so you can make a huge change to your squad as well. So it rewards both sides, but then obviously during that time the manager has lost points as well or something like that. So there's rewards for both sides, I would say, in this terms of approach. The other thing is obviously, if you guys remember last season, so many injuries, a lot of people had flags in their team. This with 5 free transfers now might potentially help with that in terms of dealing with injuries as well, if we expect the same level to continue this season. So yeah. Leagues, public leagues, global leagues, nothing really changed in that. Classical scoring leagues as well. Head-to-head scoring, and then cups. That is not too important. All haven't been changed. So only basically the few things that changed was the transfers and the fact that your baseline bonus points is now slightly different. Now, having said that, this is my team in terms of our auto pick. It's gone and captained Mark U Puz. I don't even know who that is. Let's have a look at the prices, shall we? Let me make this. I don't know if I should make it at least more. Oh, it's actually fit. Not too bad. Okay. Before I would have to make it smaller. Let's have a look at prices. So let's start with the Arsenal team. David Raya 5.5, Ben White 6.5, Saliba 6, Gabriel 6, Zinchenko 5. Not really interested. When can you start drafts? Never mind. We're already doing it. I joined. Welcome, Connor. Welcome. Nice. So Ben White 6.5 makes sense given his last season. Saliba and Gabriel at 6 million. Interesting. Rare at 5.5. Saka at 10 million. Martin Odegaard 8.5. Declan Rice 7. I think Odegaard might actually be a really good shout now at 8.5 potentially. One to consider. Havertz 8 million. Now obviously last season Havertz, this points he scored was as a midfielder. This season he's a forward, so we'll have to kind of keep an eye out for see, because I don't think he might get the same amount of points. But then again, his form improved at the end of last season, so if he continues that, maybe he still might be a decent pick. But points might be different. Just keep in mind. Let's try and build a draft, shall we? While we keep going with all of this. So I've got Saliba in there. Keep Saliba. Let's remove that. Madison 7.5. Interesting. De Bruyne at 9.5. Watkins will keep. Alvarez will remove. I'll keep Bruno as well. We'll see what happens. That's Arsenal. Aston Villa. Not too bad from Aston Villa's defense. 4.5 defenders. Ian Maddison, obviously the most expensive at 5 as a new signing. Midfield wise, McGinn 5.5. No one really. Leon Bailey and Diaby. There's rumors that Diaby might leave, so one to keep an eye out for, but 6.5. Watkins at 9. I mean, expected, I would say. So I've got him in. Let's see whether we can build a draft with as many big hitters as possible. Bournemouth 4.5 defenders. That's good. Tennessee at 5. We've got Solanke at 7.5. That's nice. I haven't looked at like the fixture difficulty, but no, not gonna be interested. All right, let's move on to Brighton. Bruggen at 4.5. I don't really. I'm not gonna touch Brighton defense, but it's good to see that there are a decent amount of 4.5s there. Pascal Gross at 6.5. Mitoma 6.5. Wasn't he 6.5 last season as well? I thought he would have fallen in price. Damn, he hasn't fallen in price. Interesting. 6.5 for Mitoma. Joao Pedro is still a really good option. 5.5. Hasn't really gone to that 6.5 bracket. could be a very interesting punt to consider. Will, welcome. Stoked for new season. Do you know how to check team ID? Yes. So basically, to check team ID, you go to your game week history. So this, you can do this if you're on the browser, right? If you're on the browser, go click game week history on the top, which you guys can't see, but you'll be able to check the URL. So in your URL, it should be in the format. I'll put it in the chat so people can see it on the screen as well as soon as it's up here. Your URL will have a format something like this, where team ID comes here. So your URL will be in a format that I've just added, where the FPL site /entry, and then team ID where I mentioned, and then /history. So that's how you find your team ID. Your team ID will be in the URL. When you click game week history, you'll be able to see it on the top. Let me know what your team IDs were. Put it in the chat. Who has got like a 4-digit, 3-digit? Anyone with a 2-digit team ID? Let me know in the comments. I've got 2719 as my team ID, and there have been 61,000 players who have already joined for the moment. All right, Pascal, Joao Pedro, interesting option. Slightly tough starting fixtures, so that's one thing to kind of keep an eye out for. Chelsea, Cole Palmer is at 10.5 million. I mean, I probably want him, even though he has a tough City game. What number did you get? 2719. That's mine at the moment. So Cole Palmer, even though a tough City game, the rest look pretty good, I would say. So he's someone I would definitely want. So let's add him in. Given the fixtures that I just showed you for Chelsea as well, I probably want a Chelsea defender. I guess the good thing with this is, first we need to see which Chelsea defender becomes settled. But it's nice to see that most of them are 4.5. Gusto obviously at 5 million, same as Reece James, who I'm not going to touch at all. I'll add Chalobah as an option to see whether, obviously, if he will become an option or not. But we'll put a 4.5 Chelsea defender in there as a placeholder. Depends on what eventually becomes the Chelsea player, but that's the placeholder for now. Petrovic and Sanchez also 4.5, which is nice. Now, Nkunku is going to be the one who's going to be interesting because he's been classified as a midfielder and he's at 6.5. Now, it's yet to be seen whether he can rediscover his form from the Bundesliga. If he can rediscover his form from the Bundesliga and stay fit, it becomes a really good option. For now, I won't go there. But maybe there might be a case for a double up on Chelsea defense as well. I mean, Chelsea attack. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm not even touching Jackson. Not even going there. All right, let's go into Crystal Palace. Do Palace have, what are the fixtures like? Mixed bag of fixtures. Eze 7 million. Guehi at 4.5. Tyrick Mitchell at 5. Munoz at 5. Mateta at 7.5. Wish they priced him at like 7 million or something, but 7.5. Oh well. Good opening 2 fixtures. Chelsea, Leicester. I mean, it's not too bad as an opening 4. We'll see how Palace do in terms of preseason. Might be someone I'll have a look at in terms of Eze, but let's see. It depends on how they go in preseason. Let's go into Everton. Branthwaite, 5 million. Spurs and Aston Villa. Yeah, no, not looking into Everton defense for the moment. Pickford at 5. He's gone up. Pickford's gone up. McNeil. No one. They've lost. Obviously, they're going to be losing Amadou Onana as well from the looks of it. So that's a problem. Calvert-Lewin at 6 million. Neil Maupay back at Everton. Will he stay at Everton? We'll see. 5 million though. Fulham. I'm kind of going through this a bit more far. Oh, Fulham. Now, this is nice. Now, for those who know Leno is a pretty decent keeper, I would say. So the 5 million price range justifies it. And he looks to have pretty decent fixtures as well. So I'm interested by Fulham here. So I might actually look into adding Leno in terms of goal. Castanege, Robinson, all 4.5. That is very nice indeed. If they can be defensively solid, might be a really nice punt. Muniz at 6 million, Raul at 5. Raul Jimenez at 5.5. Looks good. I'll add Muniz into my draft. We'll see how, just to see, like, trying to build and see how things go. But looking nice. Midfield also very nice and affordable. If Andreas can pick up form like he did like a couple seasons before, maybe like this season, he was like a pretty decent gem at 4.5. 5.5 is still not too bad. Let's see how they do though in terms of Fulham. So 2 Fulham players because of the fixtures. Don't mind trying that. Ipswich, I need to do some research, but the opening 2 fixtures are not great. After that though, looks really nice in terms of some form. Now, obviously, Davies is someone that a lot, I think, have mentioned about before. But I'll have a look. I need to properly do some research on the promoted sides. I do not have enough knowledge about them. So I can't comment on the promoted sides at the moment, at least. But as a 5th defender, I wonder if there are any 4 million. There should be 4 million options. I'll have a look. I'll need to do some research on like 4 million options. But there are a lot of Ipswich defenders. Almost everyone is like 4 million, except for Davis. So there is potential here in terms of looking to get an Ipswich defender in. Leicester. We've got some players from like last season in different Premier League teams. Jimmy Vardy at 5.5, but I don't know. I don't think he plays anymore as like a main starter. Leicester's fixtures though are tough. The opening set of fixtures, so I'm not going to look at Leicester. They're probably like a game week 5 onwards team. With the fact that you can now roll transfers like up to 5, you could probably now start to look and you can start to build drafts like short sprints, maybe like 3 to 4 game weeks you focus basically, and then switch. Obviously things might not go the way you like it, but yeah, it's something to kind of keep an eye out for. Liverpool. Okay, so Becker is at 5.5. Trent 7 million. Is Trent the most expensive defender? Probably, right? Still 7 million. Van Dijk at 6. Robertson at 6. Gomez at 5. Konate at 5. Konate at 5 is nice. Interesting. Salah 12.5. Now we'll add Salah in because we'll see the fixtures are nice. Opening set of fixtures are nice. We'll add him in. We'll see whether we can build a draft with Palmer, Salah, Fernandes, and Watkins in there, along with Saliba as well. So we'll see if we can build a draft with all these expensive players. Jota at 7.5 is very nice. Luis Diaz 7.5. The Boslai 6.5. Yeah, kind of expected it. McAllister as well at 6.5. Not too bad. Darwin, no, thank you. Cody Gakpo though. Dutch manager. He can continue his form from the Euros into the Premier League. Would be an option at 7.5. Very tempting. We'll come back to. We'll try and build the rest of the drafts, looking at the other teams, and then maybe come back and see if he becomes an option. City. Now, Haaland at. I don't even think it's possible to even have Haaland in the team and have a decent team. We'll see. I'm going to go with Foden for the moment as that Haaland replacement to see whether we can build a team without Haaland and build a decent team and see how much money we have left. Guardiola at 6 million. Okay, get in the team. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how many sacrifices we'll need to make. Rodri 6.5. Bernardo 6.5. I've never really been interested in it. Sometimes I've gone for Bernardo at some points, but never really a proper FPL asset. KDB, the same price as Foden. Does help, make sense. I think Foden is still the better option. Doku at 6.5. I have reservations about Doku as a player in general and an FPL option, so not going to go there. Cancelo is back, but obviously he might be sold, so nothing too much to consider there. But they priced him at 5.5. Ocean Liner guy, welcome. How are you doing? The rumors about Alvarez leaving, so one to keep an eye out for, and the rumors also about Ederson leaving. But FPL have looked at all of those rumors and equally priced Ortega at 5.5 as well. Oof. Yeah, they've not given us the option of having a cheap second City goalkeeper, have they? They've they've taken into account that what if Ederson happens to get rotated or misses some games. They've priced the second goalkeeper as well at 5.5. Damn. Smart. We'll have learned. Onana, 5 million. Charlotte, 5.5 million. Maguire, 5. Lindelof, 4.5. Johnny Evans, 4.5. Wan-Bissaka, 4.5. Shaw, 5 million. He stays fit, could be nice. Martinez, 4.5. If he stays fit, could also be a nice option. Opening set of fixtures. May. We'll see. Now, obviously, United look to be signing Lenny Yoro as well. I don't know how many games he will play, but we'll be interested to see what price he comes at. I think he'll come at 4.5 as well, alongside Martinez. But we'll have a look. 513, welcome. FPL MFZ, welcome. I legit on my laptop for 3 hours and gave up 15 minutes before launch. 4801. 4801 is still pretty good. I was basically on my phone, like just watching something and just like refreshing, and then suddenly it exactly at the time it launched. I immediately created a team and I ended up with 2719. Like in a minute, there were 2,718 managers before me. So yeah. I like Martinez at 4.5. I don't mind having him, even if it's a placeholder as a 4.5 defender. Let's put him in there and see how he goes. Garnacho 6.5. Garnacho with the new changes in bonus points, like the baseline bonus points in terms of how it's calculated, could be a nice option. The same could also be said for maybe Rashford if he picks up his form, because 7 million at Rashford could be very nice, assuming he gets his form back. That's the thing. If he gets his form back, 7 million is going to be really good. Because Rashford has these tendencies to like have a good season, bad season, good season, bad season. Like he has like a very odd tendency to switch. So we'll have to see whether he can pick up his form or not. So one to keep an eye out for. Garnacho as well, because these two take a lot of shots. So the shots on target baseline, the way baseline bonus is calculated, I guess it'll even itself out because Bruno, Garnacho, Rashford all tend to take a lot of shots. So it should even itself out. Hoyland and Xerxes both at 7 million. I'm not looking at both at the moment until I know really what the system is going to be like. I'm not going to touch that. For now, we'll just have Bruno Fernandes in the team alongside Martinez. Are you going with Haaland plus Salah? I've got Salah in here. I have 18 million left. I don't think, and I had to fill 4 more spots. It's impossible, is it? 4, 8, 12, 16. I had to go with 4 million options, and obviously you don't get a 4. You don't have a 4 million forward, so it's a 4.5. So it's going to be impossible to get Salah plus Haaland and have a good squad. But we'll have a look and see. So that's United. Forest, actually Newcastle. Dubravka 4.5, Pope 5 million. Fabian Shah at 5.5. What's the fixtures like? Not too bad. Similar to United's actually. Botman at 4. Dan Burn at 4.5. Now that's a very nice price. Lascelles also at 4.5. Anthony Gordon at 7.5. This is actually a very nice price for Anthony Gordon. Not gonna lie. Bruno G 6.5. Isaac 8.5. Fair enough. Wilson at 7 million. Fair enough. I think Isak could also be a really good striker. So, but the only thing is, I think we're even looking at how I built this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get to it. But Isak also someone to consider. Kanab, welcome. Bilal, welcome. How are you doing? Will says 6888. At least it's easy to remember. That's actually true. The main thing is, regardless of what FPL team ID you get, obviously having like a smaller number is nice, but it just needs to be like you just need to be able to remember it. That's basically, if it's easy to remember, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Forest, Turner 4 million. Williams 4.5. Forest have nice fixtures. Bournemouth, Southampton, Wolves, Brighton, Fulham. Ooh, very nice fixtures. Although, will the team be struggling or not is a different question. But Gibbs White at 6.5. Nice price, but I need to find a few 4 million options. Guys, do you all have any? Make your league. The league is already made. The league is already made. And I think there are this many managers already in the league. The league is already up. And the league code is also in the screen, on screen. Where have you been? I've been streaming all this time, Bilal. I've been streaming all this time. If you guys haven't joined the league, do join the mini league. That's the league code. All right. Gibbs White. I have to think about it. I need to have a look at in terms of how these teams do preseason. Southampton as well. Oof, a lot of 4 million options. Very interesting. Lallana 5 million. Armstrong at 5.5. Spurs. Vicario 5 million goalkeeper. What are the fixtures like? Huh? Actually, fixtures are not too bad. Apart from the Newcastle and Arsenal game, the fixtures are actually not too maybe mixed. Yeah, I don't mind the fixtures too much for Spurs, to be honest. Although I don't know if I want to go for their defenders. If they can't keep a clean sheet, then it's a bit of a problem. Heung-min Son though, 10 million. I sent my team on Instagram. All right, guys, if you all have teams, send it over. Send it on either Twitter, Instagram, whatnot. I will bring it up. I will bring it up. If you guys have teams, let me know. I will bring them up as well on Instagram. Let me quickly look at the other Spurs ones. Johnson 6.5, nice. Kulusevski 6.5, Madison 7.5. Richarlison 7 million, interesting. And the last couple teams before we end: West Ham, Sufal 4.5, Emerson 4.5. Okay, couple 4.5s here. Ariola at 4.5. Bowen 7.5. Kudus 6.5. We've got the likes of Paqueta at 6, Antonio 5.5, Inns at 5. Wolves, the final team. Jose Sa 4.5 goalkeeper. Oh, fixtures are hard though. Sad life. Ent Nuri at 4.5. Mangi Chan 6.5. Sarabi at 5.5. Interesting. Matis Cunha at 6.5. Interesting. Alright, so I have no idea what to do with these 4 spots. I have 4 spots. I need a 4 million defender and a 4.5 million forward. The only problem, this is where we don't know what it'll be like. I'll have to have a look and see in terms of how to do it. Alright, let's have a look at Connor's team. If you guys have teams that you want to share, send it over. I might take some ideas from your teams as well in terms of what you guys have in your teams. And I'm looking for players and whatnot. Connor, 0 in the bank. Ooh, he's gone for Nick Pope and Flecken. Alright, so this is Connor's team. So Pope, Flecken, Ben White, Dan Burn, Trent, Kunku, Gibbs White, Embuemo, Odegaard, Salah, Isak, Joao Pedro, Flecken, Pedro Porro, Guardiola, Muniz. Ooh, interesting. So looking at this, obviously we have one premium striker in Isak. Got the premium midfielder in Salah, and you've got 2 premium defenders in terms of Trent and White. Oh, 3 premium. Oh, wait, how much is Pedro Porro? Isn't he 5.5? 5.5, yeah. So Pedro Porro is also at like that premium range. So you've gone for big at the back effectively. 4 premium defenders. Interesting. What do you think, Connor? What do you think you would change? I'm just gonna actually, now that I've seen, I want to go and check Joao Pedro again, because he seemed like the most budget-friendly striker who takes penalties as well. Um, the fixtures though are a bit of a nightmare. That's the only problem. Hmm. I don't like their fixtures. That's the only problem. I need to have a look at like forwards who are decent. Tough times. Midfield, actually defenders, goalkeepers, 2.5 and below. Mm, what's Flecken's? Oh my nightmares. Um, is this just a, like, I'm looking at your team as well? So Flecken and Pope. What's the plan? I guess this is just like a try and put and see what you get kind of situation. Humo is there, not too bad. The only thing is the fixtures for Brentford. Who has good fixtures? Let's have a look. I haven't even properly looked into these fixtures. All right, FDR, here we go. Who has a good stretch of green at the start? Because I think trying to get off to a good start will probably be helpful in terms of trying to roll transfers as well. So you need to try and get teams with like some good opening fixtures. So Forest are one. Question is, will they be defensively good? Gibbs White though tends to be as an option. Spurs actually aren't too bad. Wasn't Nkunku a striker? No, Nkunku has been moved, reclassified as a midfielder now. Been reclassified as a midfielder. Who else has good fixtures? So Arsenal, I have no Arsenal. I have one Arsenal defender, no Arsenal attack. That kind of worries me, which is a problem. Connor has Odegaard and Ben White. I guess see, these are the sacrifices, right? So can you name some players you will stay away from them this season? Okay, here is my. I wish I never have, like, I tend to have like a do not buy list, or like a never again buy list. In seasons before, sometimes Mahrez used to be there. Sometimes he did come off that list. But now he's no longer in the league. It's basically a list of troll players that I should avoid. Darwin Nunes is now on that list as a troll player that I should just avoid. So Darwin Nunes is on that list for me that I hope that I just avoid this season. And if I do go there, please remind me again that he was on my troll list. So Darwin Nunes is the one on that list. I don't really have anyone else who is on that list. There were instances. Okay, here's the thing. Sometimes there have been players on that list who have had and they've come off. For example, Embuemo on screen right now. Embuemo, the season before, if anyone remembers, he just continued to hit the post every single time, didn't really return. Last season, though, he was pretty decent. He actually got returns, even though he did still hit the post. So he came off that list for me. So there have been situations where I've willingly accepted and taken them off the list, but at the moment, it's only Darwin Nunes. Is he gonna get a 6-month ban? I have no idea. I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see. You never know. So only Darwin Nunes at the moment. Now, looking at this and also looking at my draft, I have no idea how I would fit an Arsenal attacker in. Like, absolutely no idea how I'm going to fit an Arsenal attacker in. This is a problem, isn't it? Because I cannot fit Saka. I would like to have Odegaard, but that leaves me with absolutely no budget. No budget. Even if I was to like go absolute minimum, right? Let me say I go for a defender from Ipswich, right? I have no idea. Someone tell me of a defender from Ipswich who's 4 million. Who will start? You guys have any recommendations? Ooh, Tuanzebe. Look at that. Alright, I'm just gonna put Tuanzebe just for the sake of it. I don't know if he'll start or not, but Ipswich defender just for the moment. I need a goalkeeper who is 4.5 or 4 million. Any 4 million goalkeepers? Turner, Fabian's. Turner, not going. Ooh. Will Turner get his spot again? Probably not. I don't even know at this point with Forest. Bentley. Nope. Matthews, Hain, Gauchi. So no 4 million options, right? 4.5. Petrovic, Fotheringham, Bruggen. The only problem is the fixtures. Bulls have tough fixtures as well. Neto, nope. Nope. It has to be a Chelsea defender, a Chelsea goalkeeper, right? Most likely. The legend Ward. Are we talking goalkeeper or are we talking defender? Oh, Danny Ward. Is he the starting Leicester goalkeeper? Or am I you guys just pulling my leg? SofaScore. This is the best place to like research all of this information. You know where the best place to research the information? It's SofaScore. Why? Because they have everything that you need to know. So Leicester City. If you're like me and you've not watched the championship at all, because obviously I'm abroad, so the chances are very low. Hermansen. Okay, Hermansen. How much is he? Leicester goalkeeper. 4.5. Not the great opening fixtures though. He lost his spot already. It was terrible 2 seasons ago. Yeah, fair enough. Who is Ipswich? Let's go Ipswich because I have no idea of Ipswich. So I'm just gonna go. Obviously, new manager, so that's a slight change. But let's have a look at like. Doesn't mean that the team will play the same thing. Obviously, Davis seems to be the best option, right? Wilforden, maybe. Tuanzebe tends to play right back. Interesting that Tuanzebe plays right back. Edmondson and Hideki. Alright. So Cameron Burgers tends to play quite a bit as well. So let's go Ipswich. Is it me or do they not have a... What happened to their goalkeeper? Do we know what happened? Was he on... Wasn't McKenna still managing the team? Yes, he was. Is this goalkeeper no longer at Ipswich? Oh, has he switched? No team. Oh, of course. Sad life. So he doesn't have it. Oh my god. Alright. So who is that goalkeeper if they don't have him? Walton? I don't even know if it's smart to go for double Ipswich goalkeepers, but their fixtures after are not too bad actually. Oh wait, Kieran McKenna is still there. What am I talking? I thought McKenna left his job. No, McKenna is still there. Okay, that was my bad. I was under the assumption that McKenna was no longer there. All right, so let's go remove. Maybe I might remove Chwanzebe for now, and let's put burgers in there just for there. As you can see, this is a nightmare because I cannot play. I can't even play a 3-5-2 with this budget. Like I need to get a budget, like a cheap um fifth midfielder. Like a fifth mid. What rank did you get last year? Last year was not good. I think last year we were slightly outside the top 100k. Sad life. Let's have a look actually. Last season, 181k. 4 seasons of continuously in the top 100k and then bam, outside the top 100k. Sad life. Also, Nintendo Saint, welcome. How are you doing? Okay, so McKenna is still manager. I very badly need. Okay, so I made ChatGPT make a team. It's quite decent to be fair. Oh, send me a screenshot if you have it. Send me a screenshot. I'll have a look and bring it up. Forwards. I think Joe Pedro is probably only option unless Edward becomes an option. Do we think Edward will become an option? Maybe. Enes Unal is also not a bad choice. He becomes an option. Nicias at 5. That's also nice. Don't like Joe Pedro's opening set of fixtures, honestly. So I'll put Edward for there. And as you can see, I'm 4.5 short. Good. You're doing good. Nice. So this is a team I made with minus 4.5. So obviously the sacrifices have to be made from either defense or midfield. It will have to be from midfield. And or even in the forward line. Like a certain Ollie Watkins. But the fixtures are they're so nice. And Douglas Lewis is not there as well anymore, which means Watkins is probably the penalty taker for Aston Villa now. So I'm gonna have to keep Watkins. So I need to make a sacrifice from midfield. Sacrifice on midfield or sacrifice in defense. Which West Ham, Brentford. Will City keep a clean sheet? I can sacrifice 1.5 million from here by going for another 4.5 million defender over Guardiola. So if I was to pick up 4.5, let's say like a Dan Burn, what are the fixtures like? It's not too bad. I could also go. I think Van der Ven is also 4.5, but like Spurs' chances of keeping clean sheets are low. So let's just add the Newcastle option just in there for now. Still need 3 million. I just know Luis is gone now. Yes. So Douglas Luiz made a transfer, a couple transfer with his fiance or partner to Juventus. So they're both in Juventus now. So that means Watkins is on pens. I think he was the one before, right? So he should still be the penalty taker. So that's why I kind of want to have Watkins, and their fixtures are also nice. Very nice. I have no idea, guys. I don't know where I'm going to free up funds. 3 million. I honestly don't know where I can free up funds. Maybe I go for another 4.5 million goalkeeper. But I do like Leno. They have some nice fixtures, honestly. Okay, it's clearly not possible. I don't know how many people are going to build a team with Haaland and have a decent team. Because I'm struggling even without Haaland. So I don't know how people are going to build a team with Haaland. This year's FPL is actually going to be it's going to be very interesting because people are going to have different teams. Hmm. Might have to give up on Salah potentially and add like a Jota or something. So you got Johnston and Martinez from Aston Villa, Dan Burn, Van der Ven, Elanga. Wait, Johnston in goal, Martinez, Dan Burn, and so Martinez from Man United, Dan Burn and Van der Ven, all 4.5s. Elanga in midfield, Salah, Son, Gordon, four in midfield, Joe Pedro, Haaland, Isak. Oh, you got Haaland and Salah. Bench is Anderson, Konsa, Wings, and Iverson. 4 million defense are terrible this season. Yeah, that's the AI team with ChatGPT. Hmm. I mean, that midfield is not too bad, I would say. You still have Gordon, Son, Salah. The only problem is you have missing the likes of an Arsenal player potentially. But you gone big on the forward line. Haaland, Isak, Jopet. Actually, that's not a bad team if you look at it. You can use that as a starting template and then try and see what you can get. Got 4.5 defenders which are all solid. Yeah, I think 4.5 defenders are solid. No Haaland. In my current draft, no Haaland. I'm even struggling to build this draft, to be honest. I'm like a 3 million budget. I need to downgrade like my. I don't know if I want to downgrade Arsenal defense. Yeah, you use that as a starting and then slowly move pieces about. I don't even know if I want to downgrade Saliba. I don't really want to downgrade Saliba. Even then, that's not going to be enough. I still need like a midfield like has to be downgraded somewhere in midfield. Maybe for some reason, okay, let's just say Marcus Rashford happens to find form from somewhere. Happens to find form. If he does, it would be a nice option there. So I have Rashford in there. And then Saliba will have to be replaced by another 4.5 defender. That is a problem. Unless I went for Zinchenko, who is 5 million. But Zinchenko's minutes are a massive issue. Brini Munoz, Palace defender, was solid towards the end of the season. That's true. That is true. What is the fixtures? Fixtures are slightly mixed bag though. But yeah, that is actually true. 5 million defensive option. I could also go for like Anderson if I wanted to. So now I can go for like instead of Saliba, if I went for like an Anderson or something, right? 4.5 instead of Munoz with 5. That kind of fits my budget. Obviously, the problems with this. Let me make the transfers. The team looks like Palmer. So this would be what the team would look like. Not too bad, right? Let me make it smaller. It's not a bad, with no research done, starting team. Elanga could be decent in my opinion, and Nuno's got a preseason to boost Forest. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to see how they do in preseason because Forest have some really nice fixtures. So if you guys look at the fixture list, Forest has some very nice fixtures to start with. Obviously, Liverpool is a tough game, but they've got other good fixtures around. So I want to see how Forest do in preseason before deciding. So Elanga, Gibbs White, good options. I mean, we all know Chris Wood, he did pretty well. Not gonna lie, he did pretty well last season at the end of the season, so could also become an option. I'm gonna put Calafiori when the deal's gone ahead. He's gonna be 5 million max. Will he though? Maybe 5. I don't think he'll go. Who is he linked with again? He's been linked with a couple players. Isn't Haaland a must? Um, oh no, I don't think with his price, his new price, he's a must. I don't think he's with his new price, he's a must. With his new price, I don't think he's a must. 50 million. Like if you can build a good squad with 50 million, then yeah. You're spending a lot in midfield. You gotta sack someone. My opinion between Rashford or Odegaard. I already sacrificed Bruno Fernandes to get Rashford in. The thing is, the reason I've got Odegaard in is because Saka is too expensive. I can go for Havertz and downgrade Odegaard. So that means I would have to upgrade Muniz probably. Odegaard is about 8.5. I can save 4 million, put him to a 4.5 and upgrade Edward to Havertz. That's a possibility. I could do something like that actually. If I can figure out which 4.5 midfielder to go for, or even 5 million midfielder, and upgrade Edward to Havertz. That I could do. So there are a couple possibilities like that as well. I've just stacked the midfield because I tend to like 3-5-2 formations. They generally tend to perform decently. But yeah, I think Rashford is someone who has to prove himself during preseason. He could become anyone, to be honest. Will Barnes start? I generally think he can outperform Gordon if he starts. Ashley Barnes? Ooh. Oh, Harvey Barnes. The Newcastle Barnes, right? I don't know. We'll have to see how they do in preseason, to be honest. If he does, then he could very well, for that price, is a pretty good option. Odegaard doesn't get you goals assists. Rashford is unreliable. It's a high risk reward type of player. Yes, I agree with the Rashford part as well, and Odegaard as well. He's not a consistent goals and assist player, but last season he did actually pretty well. I owned him for last season for quite a bit of fixtures. 186 points to be honest. I mean 186 points, which was. Have a look at midfielders. He was literally the 3, 4, 5, 6th highest scorer in midfield in the game. So for 8.5, I think he's a pretty good price for the 6th highest scorer in midfield in the game. The thing is, when you compare to Arsenal specifically, he might not necessarily get. Oh, you never know. Last season, actually, he did tend to perform well. So I don't mind Odegaard. We'll see how they do in preseason, obviously. But yeah. I think, yeah. So Odegaard, Marcus Rashford, those are just at the moment. It's still the first day, right, of the game being released. These are just placeholder names this team will change drastically. It'll change drastically once we get like preseason information, who gets minutes, who doesn't get minutes, whatnot. Team will change drastically. Played 45 games last season for Leicester. Which Barnes is this? Are we looking at the Leicester Barnes or? Amit, welcome. Amit, how are you doing? Harry Winks? Oh, you're looking at Harry Winks. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Depends on how he's played 45. Yeah, that's true. We'll have to wait and see, to be honest. Winks is 4.5 million. He will probably start. Oh, I read both questions. My bad. Winks 4.5 million. Yeah, that's actually true. Might be a decent option. Harvey Barnes plays for Newcastle. Yes. I don't know but the thing is, Harvey Barnes and Gordon both play on the same position, don't they? So we'll have to wait and see. Amit, how's the break been? Have you made a team yet? Have you made a draft? How does the draft looking like? Harry Winks, that could actually be a decent punt, like you mentioned, 4.5. The only problem with Leicester's initial fixtures. But if it's 4.5, right, I'm very rarely going to use him. So I don't mind going for Harry Winks. The only thing is, if, for example, the upgrade would be obviously Havertz or even potentially Isaac if Isaac becomes like absolutely necessary. So we'll have to have a look and see. I don't know who starts for the teams that got promoted. Any 4 million goalkeeper that starts? No, doesn't seem like it. The Leicester keeper is 4.5. So if you guys don't know, same as me in terms of promoted teams, the best place to look is SofaScore, where I'm looking right now. You can go to SofaScore and you can look at the fixtures from the championship and see who played and who started and look at the defense and all of that. So Hermansen from Leicester is 4.5. The Ipswich goalkeeper is not even there, the guy who played. He doesn't even have a team, so he's not there. So I've gone for Walton at 4.5. Southampton, I think Bazunu is the goalkeeper, if I'm not mistaken. Even before, when they were in the Premier League, he was the keeper. Oh, it's McCarthy. What? Is it really McCarthy? It is. Interesting. Okay, so it's McCarthy, who is also 4.5. So no, there is no promoted goalkeeper at 4 million. I think the 4 million price range, you're looking at defenders, which Southampton's opening fixtures are also actually not too bad, to be honest. So either Southampton or Southampton or Ipswich. Let's see how they do in preseason. Iverson from Leicester could replace Hermansen, as Hermansen is hella injury prone. But will he replace? That is the question. Will he replace or not is the question. All right, we'll see. We'll sit on it. We'll have a look. I'm just gonna put during this preseason time, we'll make content. Obviously, we'll have weekly videos as well. We'll do weekly live streams. Usually, I do like team selection streams on a Tuesday. But we'll have like weekly drafts where you guys can show me your drafts. I'll make weekly videos in terms of preseason just to have a track, like a preseason tracker. We'll make in terms of like good enablers, budget enablers who are appearing in preseason, stuff like that. In my opinion, he's the most likely starting place of any other 4 million keepers. Fair enough. I just posted my team on X. All right, let me bring your team on X. So I'll make weekly videos looking at all of this as well. And we will then go forward from there is basically what I would have to say. Open image in a new tab. All right, this is this your team 513? Just did something draft. Flecken, Turner, Colville, Guardiola, Gabriel, Nkunku, Salah, Doku, Mainu, Haaland, Isaac, Havertz, Winks, Ozoil, and Tuanzebe. Midfield is a problem, isn't it, Amit? I wouldn't get Kobe Mainu. He doesn't get you enough goals assist. Alright, this is 5-1-3. Sledge. Allison. There's a goal. Don't go for Allison in goal. I've never thought a 5.5 million goalkeeper is worth it. Like both Ederson and Allison, I've never thought they're really worth it. So I wouldn't go there. I'll probably downgrade if you're looking to save money. Anderson, Ben White, Mikalenko, Face, Tuanzebe. Oh, you come for 4 million goal defenders. Interesting. You managed to get Saka and Foden and Palmer and Odegaard and Nkunku. Ooh. No Salah. That makes sense. So no Salah, no Haaland. Isak, Watkins, and Fraser. Nice. This is actually a nice team as well. Without Salah and Haaland, you can actually build a good team. I would obviously not go for Allison. I think I'd probably downgrade Allison and improve Faze to another 4.5 defender. I would do that move. Pickford and 4.5. Yeah, you could do Pickford and 4.5. I've also got like Leno. Leno generally tends to do pretty decently, and the opening fixtures aren't too bad as well, to be honest. So either Leno or Pickford is not a bad choice. But it's a good start. It's a good start, obviously. I like the midfield. Forward line looks nice as well. Obviously, no Liverpool attack. Do you guys think Liverpool will maintain the same form? Or do you think we'll see a dip? And I had to wait and see in terms of that as well. But in general, I like the team for the first draft. All right. I think we'll stop it here. I joined the Discord. I'll send you my team. All right. I need to give you access. Anthony is the best. Welcome. I think that's you. Let me grant you access. You can put it in the rate my team section. I think Salah is done. Yeah, that could be true. I honestly think that could be true. Which is why if Diego Jota ends up becoming a really nice option, I can improve this team significantly. Because Jota, who is a very beautifully priced 7.5 million, beautifully priced 7.5 million midfielder, if he can stay fit, that is a great price for Jota. So just have to wait and see. Kukurea. I haven't even looked at his price. 5 million. Nah. I just go for a 4.5 defender from Chelsea. And so does Son. Son is 10 million. Too expensive. My idea would be to try and get either Richarlison or if Richarlison is fit, that is. Or even Brennan Johnson is not too bad at 6.5. Just depends on what formation they played. And if Madison can rediscover his form. I put my team. Rate my team section. Here we go. This is a Nintendo Saint with his. Let me lightly. You got Johnston, Martinez, Byrne, Van der Ven, Elanga, Salah, Son, Anthony Gordon, Joe Pedro, Isak, Haaland, Iverson, Anderson, Konsa, and Winks. This is the ChatGPT one, isn't it? Kuba, welcome. How are you doing? Son or Foden for you? Foden. For me, Foden. I will go for Foden. Best three forwards for is that best three forwards for 7 million? Isn't we were just looking at a 7 million forward. Which was Richarlison could be if he's fit, obviously. Your other option, tough fixtures. Cunha also has like tough fixtures unless he switches teams. Alvarez looks like he's going to switch teams anyways. He seems like he wants to leave City. So your options are Richarlison, potentially. And hear me out. Not Visa. If Forest start well, Chris Wood at 6 million. What do you guys think? For the third forward, not too bad. Muniz also, I think, should probably be added here. Considered. Oh. Do you guys think Gabriel Jesus has lost his spot in the Arsenal team, in the start 11? He hasn't. Not too bad. So Muniz, Richarlison, Chris Wood. Those are three options with probably the better fixtures for the moment. So yeah, those are your three options. There you go. And then we go back to Nintendo Saint. United rank prediction this season. Ask me again in like a 2 weeks time, 5-1-3. I just want to see who else we do in terms of transfer signings. So far, it's still pretty good. But I still think the squad is somewhere between 4th or 5th at the moment. 4th, 5th, around that range. If we do better transfers, they may be 4th. I don't think we can go higher than 4th at the moment, to be honest. So Richarlison, Carvalho, or Gabriel Wood? Carvalho, who? Where is Carvalho? Yeah, Wood, Richarlison. You mean Cunha? Muniz. Oh, Carvalho, Muniz. Okay, yes. Yes. Yes, Ziad. One of those guys. Back to Nintendo Saint. He's not getting in over Martin Lane Trossard at left wing and Havertz at striker. Fair enough. Yo, that guy's team is good. Which team? Which team? Which team are we looking at? Felix. This one, the one that I showing on screen right now. Can you show which one? This one, or you mean the one before that? For Nintendo Saint, I think you start from this and you look at improving maybe your goalkeeper. I think one of Haaland or Salah might have to be sacrificed for the greater good. Honestly, one of them will have to be sacrificed for the greater good in terms of improving just the general vibe of the team. The forwards I like. Joe Pedro fixtures are not that great, but he will play most likely. I need to look at Konsa's fixtures. I haven't looked at fixtures. You need to have a look at see the fixtures for the defenders. But as a starting price, this is pretty good. I think over the next couple of weeks, this one, yeah, we can show it for this one. Over the next couple of weeks, I think we'll be able to get a better idea of like which defenders are good to go for, which teams are actually showing good defensive form in terms of preseason stuff like that. But the defense looks fine. I think Konsa is one that I would look at in terms of finding someone else maybe. And one of Salah or Haaland. I don't know if both are the plan. Maybe there is a case to be made where you start off with both and then you decide will I have really good fixtures. Yeah, true. I'm just wondering if there is a better defense. I want to see if Ian Mattison and like who plays the left side and all of that for Villa. Need to see like in terms of preseason how they do. And they're going to sign Onana as well, aren't they? Aston Villa. That'll just improve their team. I'm planning on keeping Konsa for the whole season. Oh, you're not going to do that. I'll tell you now. It's going to be impossible to keep a player for the whole season. Just not possible. Like injuries will happen. As soon as Champions League football starts, rotation will kick in for Aston Villa. So it's not going to be possible. Moreno is the left back. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one that you just wait and see. Okay. I kept Anderson for the whole season. Oh, interesting. Usually it's very hard. You have one or two at best you can keep. Palmer, but then Palmer didn't start, right? Or unless you mean we got it from game week 4. Okay, yeah. That yeah, okay, that makes sense. I sold Palmer and then bought him back again. Alright, we'll end it here because my voice is going. We've been live for quite a long time as well. So let me end it with saying thank you for everyone who's watched. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And if you are new, to subscribe. Are you ending the stream? I want to show my team. It's like, send. I'll wait for your team. I'll wait for your team and then we'll end it after that. Because my voice is slightly disappearing. Send over your team. Shots. I'll wait for your team and then after that we'll end. What is the best options for goalkeeper? I cannot give you a proper answer for that right now without having done proper research yet. But I would say if you're picking a goalkeeper, have a look at the opening set of fixtures. Um, have a look at who has like a good stretch of up to game week 7 or game week 8. Ideally, you generally speaking, first wildcard people have played somewhere between game week 7 to game week 9. So if you can find a good goalkeeper for the first 7 goalkeeper weeks, or even a goalkeeper rotation pairing for the first 7 weeks, first 7 or 8 weeks, I think that'll be completely fine. I haven't looked into it properly just yet, but just from the initial thoughts, I looked at it. Like Fulham seemed very interesting for a goalkeeper. If you wanted to rotate that with Pickford also, that could work because Pickford against Brighton, but that's 5 million goalkeepers, so that might be a slight problem. The others in terms of goalkeepers would be Liverpool too expensive. Forest, if they improve defensively, maybe potentially as an option. Who else? Goalkeepers. I said Leno is another option. Pickford is one. Slightly tougher fixture, so you need to find like a rotating keeper with Pickford. Palace could potentially, if they continue their form, maybe, but we don't know. Chelsea, obviously, I think we need to mention Chelsea. Chelsea looked like a standout fixture. If you can figure out who starts as goalkeeper, Chelsea is pretty good. Villa also still pretty good in terms of Martinez. I haven't looked. Is Martinez still 5 million? If it is, then yeah. Those are the few options at the moment. There's also probably a case to be made to go for like Raya instead of like the other Arsenal defenders. Where's the league link? The league link is, well, I won't be able to look at your team. I can't bring it up. You'll have to send me a screenshot. Oh, shots. You can join the Discord. If you join the Discord, which is in the description, it's in the video description, then I can bring your team up in the Discord. You just have to let me know once you've joined. And then I'll grant you access. Send on Insta? Okay. That works as well. Okay. I need to teach you how to use the clipping tool on your PC. Alright, let me bring your team up. Alright, you got Flicken, Iverson, Mbabu. Ooh, interesting. I don't know if he plays, but anyways, Tuanzebe, Phase 4 million defenders. How much money do you have in the bank shots? I'd be a blurry pick. Trent, Burn, Salah, Elanga, Andreas, Ducouré, Palmer, Watkins, Ladop, and Haaland. This can be improved significantly. You can improve this team significantly. I think your defense is a problem. Your defense needs to be improved. Trent, I don't know if Trent at 7 million will be worth it. Honestly speaking, I don't know if he'll be worth it. I'll probably wait and see whether he becomes worth it or not. I'll probably look to get one. You have 3 very low priced midfielders, so might want to improve that. Haaland and Watkins is not a bad option, but if you have this is the one problem. I'm kind of same thing with regards to like Nintendo as well. Like having Haaland and Salah does cause stability issues for like the rest of the team. So one has to go. So you need to decide who you want to get rid of. One of them has to go. I don't think it's going to be very possible to have both in. Just it's very hard in terms of trying to structure the team. But yeah, I think Defense needs to improve first. What the hell is that? It's a first draft. It'll improve. Don't worry. But yeah, defense improve. Decide who you want to sacrifice between Salah or Haaland. I'm gonna copy the other guy. Felix is out here just to figure out which is the best team he can look and get. But yeah, I like the forward. The forward is not too bad. All right, we will stop it here. I will make some videos for the upcoming weeks. With players that I got a good rank last season, maybe was lucky. Nah, I wouldn't say you were lucky. I'd say you played well. I wouldn't say you were lucky. I'd say you played well. But I'm sure you can. You'll. This is the first squad, right? First draft. First draft is always not the same as the last draft. So you'll definitely make changes over the season, like over the preseason. And I'll make a couple of videos as well. Have a look at preseason, which players we should look at probably in terms of promoted teams, enablers, and whatnot. And we'll go from there. We'll do the next live stream next week. Next week, either Monday or Tuesday, will be the next live stream. We'll have 2 live streams next week. Maybe a live stream on a Monday, and then one on a Friday, maybe, or a Saturday. And we'll continue from there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hit the like button, smash the like button, smash the subscribe. My voice is almost gone. Thank you. Shout out to Shots, Felix, Nintendo Saint, Ziad, 513, Kuba, Amit, Zach, Connor, Will, FPL MFZ, Samuel, and Joseph and Tin. Thank you all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I will see you all next week for a live stream, but there'll be videos coming throughout this week as well, and probably next week as well. Until that, peace out everyone, and have a good night.